Humanity is in kind of a tunnel vision type of space. Symbolically, it's a little robotic, like a zombie. And humanity is at the effect of their conditioned mind. Now, a conditioned mind is the programming, the influence of their entire life. Brain cell impressions come in, and then mind makes sense of it and functions accordingly. Whether that is factual or fictional, the information coming in, the individual is subject to the end result. Hello there, my name is Bill and welcome to this channel. For over 50 years, I've practiced meditation and studied consciousness as my main interest. Keys to Awakening is expanding, explaining, and sharing what has occurred in over 5 decades. You see, in this world, as we enter 2026, we realize that things are not as they may have been in the past. Things don't always come out the way we think they might. Things in this dream world called Earth, life, is subject to the conditioned mind, is subject to the egos that have been making decisions for humanity for centuries. Ignorance breeds ignorance. Yes, wisdom can breed wisdom, but if it's not pointed out, if it's not shared, if the truth of truths is not gently shared, then it gets buried. Corporations, greed, egos, wealth mongers, this world is a very interesting experience. And when we look at humanity, we see that they are subject to all this programming and conditioning of centuries. And fiction has breeded fiction. Fear has breeded fear. Ignorance is abundant. It abounds in the earth plane. Supreme ignorance. Now, what can we do? Well, by the power of the internet and by the power of making videos like this one can have it pointed out lovingly and gently that what we thought was the truth is really 20% true and 80% false. Corporations throughout the world have moved towards making billions and billions of dollars regardless of the end result. What they sell and what they say has been subject to profit. Has nothing to do with fact, has nothing to do with truth, it has to do with profits. Now, why am I saying this? It just means and shows that what we thought was, let's just take food as an example. What we thought was healthy is now turning out not to be so. What? They say if you eat your XYZ, let's just say vegetables as an example. If you eat lots of vegetables, you'll be healthy. Now we're finding that that's not really truthful. It may be true for a while. It may be true when the body is 20, but when you turn 30, 40, 50, it's not so true. That broccoli is causing inflammation, is causing bloating, gas, and ultimately dis-ease. Now, I'm not picking on broccoli. I've eaten a ton of broccoli. I learned to like the taste of it. I thought it was good for me. But in the end, after much research and much study, Some foods are good and some foods are not so good. That's just an example. In this dream world called the earth plane, corporations and egos have run over humanity time and time again. Bad politicians, they've run over humanity time and time again. We have many challenges in the earth plane. Awakening to the problem and awakening to the truth and awakening to the solution is what this channel is about. Keys to Awakening is awakening to a higher understanding, a greater awareness. You know, the ultimate awakening is like, well, let's just take a Jesus or a Buddha, awakening to the higher and higher purpose of life, of incarnation. This is the core of Keys to Awakening. This channel, Keys to Awakening, is for the meditator. It's for the spiritual person, the one who's on the spiritual journey. Whether that is religious or non-religious, whether that's with or without meditation, with or without prayer. If you're on the inner journey and you practice or want to practice meditation, this channel is for you. The ultimate awakening is to be in a state of bliss, in a state of full self-truth. Everyone has the birthright and the ability to begin to tune in to this higher purpose. Along the way, there's a lot of ideas that we have to let go of about health, about food, about consciousness, about destiny, about prayer, about religion, about spirituality. Awakening to all these higher principles is a fun, exciting, and clarifying process. So I welcome you to this channel. If you want to create good karma for yourself, like and subscribe, because our journey is going to be slowly expanding different levels and different subjects about consciousness and awakening. Thank you for listening and have a blessed day.